Hey singers, I'm Justin Stoney, the founder of New York Vocal Coaching, welcoming you to episode 31 of NYVC Singer Studies. This is the show where passionate voice teachers help us learn from legendary artists. Today's artist was one of the most incredible pure rock singers ever. He was the lead singer of Soundgarden and Audioslave and performed solo as well. Frankly, he could do it all. Earthy lows, soaring highs, crushing distortion, pristine vibrato, and what's more, he just made it all look so easy. The late, great Chris Cornell.
Nothing compared to you. That's gonna be my fate. Oh no, that's gonna be my fate.
Just awesome. Let's find out what we can learn from Chris. First, Nicolás Hormazábal is here to explore Chris's perfect rasp recipe.
Hey singers, today we will talk about Chris Cornell's perfect rasp recipe. But first, let's cover some vocal health tips for distortion. First, distortion should never hurt. Any discomfort in your voice while using distortion means you need to adjust or refine your technique. Distortion are not about volume. A healthy distortion can be done at speaking level volume. The louder you pitch, the riskier it is for your vocal health. Stay hydrated. The more hydrated you are, the less energy you will need for distortions and the lower risk of strain. Train with a specialized vocal coach if it's possible. This is the best way to master your distortion safely. Now that we have covered the essential, let's dive in. One thing I love about Chris Cornell is his iconic rasp, a perfect rasp recipe of vocal qualities. Of course, we don't know if he was consciously crafted this mix, but here's the breakdown for healthy distortion. The ingredients are chest dominant mix. Hey! A chest dominant mix foundation is the key because the true vocal folds share muscle fibers with the ventricular folds, aka false chords. Increased compression in the true vocal folds allowed engagement of the false chords. Cow tone. Overcompression can strain your voice. Hey! Not. Twang. Once you have engaged in your ventricular folds via chest dominant mix, add twang. Narrowing of the throat. To find it, try to imitate a duck's quack, 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 quack. Now blend twang with chest voice. Hear what happens. Cool, right? Nasal resonance. It's optional but helpful. Nasal resonance reduces the excessive compression on the true vocal folds. For example, hear how the lightness the load. Mix all these ingredients and you will get that iconic Chris Cornell rasp safely. Hey, your arms to hold you away.
In your house, I long to be room by room, patiently. I'll wait for you there, like a song.
excellent, Nicolás. And Jamie Kaufman, tell us about Chris's epic control of vocal registration.
Hi singers! Today I'd love to talk to you about how Chris Cornell masterfully utilizes different vocal registers to create contrast and emotional depth in his performances. He skillfully transitions between a rich chest voice, a powerful mix, and a light falsetto. By maintaining efficient airflow and precise muscle coordination, he blends these registers seamlessly across his nearly 4-octave range. In this first clip, let's listen to how Chris starts in a chest voice in the verse, then moves to a chest-dominant mix for the chorus.
When you came along, the time was right. Pulled me like an apple, red and ripe. Wasn't very long, you took a bite and did me wrong, and it served me right. And nearly forgot my broken heart. It's taking me miles away from a memory of how it broke apart. Here we go round again.
Wow, he makes those transitions seem effortless. In this next clip, notice how he avoids straining by using a balanced mix instead of pulling up too much chest voice or thickness.
I should have mind the change. I should have mind the change.
Woo! This register control is key in his ability to deliver such compelling and dynamic performances. To add even more depth into his vocal expression, Chris uses his falsetto or M2 register, bringing a sense of vulnerability or softness to his sound. Let's hear how he uses this register to create a different emotional texture. Chris Cornell's ability to move effortlessly between registers is a testament to his vocal control and artistry. By mastering these transitions, he not only showcases his impressive range, but brings emotional nuance and intensity to every performance. I hope that this inspires you to explore your own vocal registers with confidence and creativity.
Great, Jamie. And Bryan Chan, tell us why you say that Chris is the CEO of breath management.
One thing that people don't talk about enough is the breath control Chris Cornell demonstrates in many of his iconic live performances. Breath control is everything in singing, simply put. It helps us sustain long musical phrases and feel the dynamics and vocal choices we make. Now, what sets Chris apart from many singers with his breath control is that even in high stakes, high stress situations like a live performance in front of thousands of people, Chris is able to keep a steady, consistent breath that supports all the vocal choices he makes. When you look at his live performance of Black Hole Sun, you notice how solidly grounded his posture is. Wide stance, chest open, even though the head is slightly dipped, and completely steady when breathing in and out. At no point in his performance has his singing ever felt out of breath or overexerted. Because of his posture, he was able to maintain a uniform tone through his range, conveying the melancholic, lonely feeling of the song. On the other hand, in his live performance of You Know Your Name, Chris carries himself with, again, a grounded posture with close to zero unnecessary body movement, this time with the vocals having lots of dynamics and text painting. Notice that the consistent breath flow helps support everything he does vocally, with a relaxed face, regardless of when he's singing soft, loud, low, or high. When you support your sound with breath efficiently, you don't have to use any compensatory muscles to help you out. I believe that any singer, rock or not, can learn a thing or two about Chris Cornell's breath control, which is why I'm giving him the nickname or title, Breath Management CEO.
Good stuff, sir. And Arbender Robinson, what about Chris's masterful use of the mic?
Hey friends, we are back with another tip to celebrate. And today I want to talk about something that's really important in live performance, and that is the way that we use the microphone. The microphone could actually make or break your performance. And in this clip, we are going to see an artist using the microphone to the best of its ability to do what? Make the performance. A few things that we're going to think about when it comes to mic technique. One is always singing directly into the microphone so that it can do what it's designed to do. Wonderful. Not only amplify the sound, but clarify the sound. Two, we want the microphone to be in a position where we can always see your mouth, whether it's on a stand or in your hand. We want the mic itself to be an optimal distance from your lips, whether it's 2 fingers or 3 fingers away. And whether we're singing loud and big or soft and quiet, we want the microphone to still be at that same distance. And we found a clip where this artist is doing exactly that to the best of its ability. Take a look.
In disguises, no one knows how to face lies the snake in my head. Drown my fear, tell you all just disappear. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come?
Whether someone is singing loud or someone is singing soft, in live performance, we want to see the mouth. We want the mic to be at the optimal distance. We want to sing directly into the mic and use the mic to make the performance. So in your own practice, in your own rehearsals, in your own lessons, whenever you're working on a mic, I want you to really try to use the best mic technique that you possibly can, so that in the future, it can also do what? Help make your performances. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Arbender, and thanks to all. I'll give you my analysis of Chris in a moment, but first, here are some resources to wash away the rain from your vocal journey.
To get to know the Voice Lessons online team or schedule a lesson, visit voicelessonsonline.com. To get your copy of Justin Stoney's book, Sing Like Never Before, visit singlikeneverbefore.com. If you'd like a vocal course that you can do from home, check out the Voice Lessons to the World vocal course. Our 12-part program takes you on a journey from beginner to master level vocal exercises. Find it at voicelessonstotheworld.com. If you're a voice teacher looking to master your craft, join our worldwide community at voiceteachertraining.com. Finally, if you'd like free vocal tips sent to you each day, sign up at dailyvocaltips.com.
Chris Cornell is someone I actually refer to a lot as a voice teacher. Why? Because of his mastery of embouchure. Now, there are many ways to define good vocal technique. Singing from low to high with ease, having control over vocal registers, singing for long durations without fatigue, all great ones. But here's one of my personal favorites. Making embouchure a choice, not a need. Huh? Well, singers often struggle with their embouchure. We've explored this a lot in past episodes. But basically, we're talking about the position of the lips, jaw, and tongue. Now, less than ideal technique is when we find ourselves making crazy faces to hit high notes. Excellent technique is when we can move across the range with a neutral embouchure, making as little adjustment as possible. Chris Cornell is legendary at keeping a neutral embouchure. He's so good at it that sometimes he almost looks like a ventriloquist because his mouth is moving so little. how good he is at that. Now, of course, those are lower and middle notes. What really counts is that Chris can keep this ability way up in his range. Just awesome. In that clip, he goes up to a B4 with neutral embouchure. So it's clear that the widening of his embouchure is a choice and not a need. But does he ever widen things out as a choice? Absolutely. So good. Now that clip wasn't as high as the previous, but you probably noticed that the notes sounded a little bit more belty or shouty. And that's not an accident. That's a choice he's making with his embouchure. Here's a good rule of thumb. If you can sing it neutral, you can sing it any way you want. Just like our friend Chris, a man who truly sang any way he wanted and inspires us to do the same. We'll see you next time for more Singer Studies.